So here's the four of the best budget laptops to buy for May 2013, starting with the Samsung Series 3 Chromebook. This currently retails at around 230 UK pounds or 330 US dollars, or Australian dollars is $350. Now, while this is cheaper than some tablets, you'll get a full keyboard and the flip-out display, so for all intents and purposes it looks like a laptop. But where you may actually fall down in thinking that it has a full, well, if Google's got anything to say about it, it might disagree, but a full operating system, is the Chromebooks run the Chromium operating system. In really everything needs on a Chromebook needs to run out of a web browser. So if you haven't got access to the internet, then the Chromebook's pretty much a paperweight with no internet access. The Series 3 doesn't have any 3G connectivity, so you can't put a SIM card in it and connect to the mobile data, and is useful. Is only used really is in Wi-Fi areas. So this laptop would be good for home use, or that you could give to your parents or grandparents whose use for the laptop may just be doing their online banking, checking their email. At the moment, even applications like Skype are not available on the Chromium OS, so you have to be aware that this Chromebook laptop is extremely internet centric and should only really be considered for users who have a stable Wi-Fi connection where they're going to use this laptop. So our next budget laptop is from Lenovo. It's the Lenovo IdeaPad S405. This is a budget ultra portable laptop. Its only screen size is only 14 inches. It's powered by a low voltage quad-core AMD processor. You'd expect this low voltage processor to get you quite a lot out of the battery life, but because they've had to cram everything into such a small chassis, you're still only looking at a couple of hours without plugging it into the mains of use. It comes with a second generation Intel Core i3 processor, and the hard drive is 500 gigs, so you've got a decent size hard drive. It's a mechanical hard drive, but at this price point you'd be expecting it to be a 500 gigs, a mechanical hard drive. The price point of the laptop is £350 UK pounds, or 400 US dollars, or around about 700 Australian dollars. The connectivity on this laptop is pretty good. You get HDMI, so if you wanted to hook this laptop up to a newer type monitor or your widescreen TVs, you've got HDMI out on that. It's running Windows 8. It's got USB 3 ports, and one USB 3 and two USB 2s, so good compatibility with the different ports. It has a headphone port and an SD card slot. The screen on it is a glossy screen, and some people like glossy screens, some people don't, but in strong sunlight you can see quite a lot of reflection on these type of screens. But the strong points for this laptop really are its price point. It comes in as a very low weight, very good for portability. It's cheap, it's quiet, but again the performance could be better. You could possibly just about run some recent games on this laptop, I've heard. So if you ran something like Bioshock Infinity, you might be able to put the graphics and all the settings right down to rock bottom, and you'd probably just be able to play the game. But modern games are just about out of the reach, especially graphically intensive games are just about out of the reach of this laptop. So it's good for common desktop tasks such as word processing, surfing the internet, watching your films and your media. The touchpad's okay on it, but it could be a little bit better. But all in all, a good laptop for this price point. So the last budget laptop I'd like you to look at is the Asus VivoBook S200. This is a small touchscreen laptop. So obviously, being a touchscreen, you can use the screen. It's running Windows 8, so you can touch it, and it's quite responsive. The screen size is 11.6 inches. In the UK, you can currently pick up this laptop for around about £370. The spec on the laptop, you have a 500 gig internal hard drive. This is a mechanical hard drive as opposed to a SSD drive, which you'd pay a lot more for. So you've got a decent amount of space for your media, whether you'd want to put your movies, your music and other media onto this device. Most people will find that 500 gig more than suffices. You've got a full HDMI socket on the laptop. That means you can easily hook this laptop up to your widescreen TV or your monitor if it has a HDMI socket on it. It's got okay USB ports, so it's got 2 USB 2 ports and 1 USB 3 port. It also has an SD card reader and Ethernet on it. The laptop runs a Core i3 processor. The model of the processor is 3217U, which is in the sort of mid-range of the Core i3 processors, and this processor will provide enough power to run most tasks in Windows 8. But again, if you're looking for a gaming laptop, you probably don't want to consider this laptop due to small screen size, 11.6 inches. The fact that you're paying for it being touchscreen, but because it's got Windows 8, I mean Windows 8 is not, in my opinion, not the greatest of operating systems, but with the touchscreen it improves the usability, and you can use it more as it was intended to be used, as a sort of a touch-based operating system, as well as the keyboard and mouse inputs there. So it's got wireless N on the laptop, which is a decent speed. You can get decent speeds and configuration out of the wireless. Got Bluetooth as standard on it. It's nice. You've got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera for Skype and video chats. You can use the camera built in on the laptop, so there's nothing you have to buy there, any extras. It's got 4 gigs of RAM, which is more than enough to practically run Windows 8 quite nicely. It's a very good-looking laptop, very sleek. With the lower end, with this sort of price point, you're looking at a lower end sort of screen. So this viewing angles on the screen is not going to be great, and it's an 11.9 inch screen anyway. So it's not the kind of thing that you're going to be wanting to watch all your movies on, but it will play your movies. So on the whole, I would say that this laptop is a very good buy. It's got good looks. It's got a touchscreen operation. It's slick, and it's got great portability for the size of the laptop, and all for a reasonable price. So that's my recommendation for budget laptops. Thank you.